Hey everybody, this is Sunwind and this is the Miyoo Mini Plus. Now, this is going to be a bit different than my usual Steam Deck videos. More than 20 years ago I got my first gaming handheld and it was a Nintendo Game Boy. Ever since then I've fallen in love with handheld gaming, but over the years I've kinda lost that love. I've owned and sold all variants of the PSP and PS Vita, but 2 years ago when I got my Steam Deck, this love for handheld gaming was renewed and I've decided to start and build a collection. Now, the handheld gaming console market has been growing quite a lot since the release of the Nintendo Switch and other consoles such as the Steam Deck, and recently there's been a boom in the emulation devices, or as they're now called, retro handheld devices. One of the most popular ones is the Miyoo Mini Plus. Now, the Miyoo Mini Plus is a single-board computer that is capable of emulating all your favorite retro systems. It can run everything from 8-bit and 16-bit era all the way through to the PlayStation 1. In this video, I will go over the build quality, I will do a size comparison, and we'll take a look at what systems it can run and how we can improve the stock OS. Let's take a look at what's inside the box and how good the build quality is. Now, the packaging is very nice, and out of the box we get this instruction manual, the device itself, a USB-C charging cable, and a microSD USB reader. It also comes with a screen protector, but I already applied that in another video. Features an ARM Cortex-A7 dual-core processor, a 3.5-inch IPS display at a 6.4 by 480 resolution, 128 MB of RAM, 64 GB of storage with the default purchase, 3000 mAh rechargeable battery, USB-C charging, and last but not least, a Wi-Fi chip. Now, this device is capable of emulating all your favorite retro systems from the 80s, 90s, and even 2000s up to the PS1. As I said, the Miyoo Mini Plus features a beautiful 3.5-inch display, 480 resolution, and it resembles a mini Game Boy. We have a standard Nintendo layout with a D-pad and 4 face buttons. Now, the D-pad is very nice. It has rubber membrane connection and it's very soft to the touch. I've now started to collect a lot of these devices and I've been able to compare to some of its competitors such as the R36S or the Ambonic RG35XX, and this is the nicest one so far. The face buttons also feature a rubber membrane connection and a retro glossy paint. They're also named in the Nintendo style with the naming under the actual button. On the bottom right, there's a single mono speaker. The bottom center we have the start and select buttons, which are again with a rubber membrane connection, but are much more clicky and harder to press accidentally. We also have the menu or function button that can do various things depending on how it's being set up. Over on the bottom we have the charging port, the microSD card slot, and a 3.5mm audio jack. On the left side, we have a volume up and down. On the top, we can see the power button as well as some LED indicators for power and charging. The back of the device features 4 more buttons, the L1, L2, and R1 and R2. Now, there aren't a lot of systems that use these, but for the PlayStation games, you definitely need them. The Miyoo Mini Plus also has a removable battery. It's pretty easy to replace it or get a second one to extend gaming sessions. You can purchase the Miyoo Mini Plus from a few different places, and either one can be good or bad depending on your location. Now, I got mine through the official AliExpress Miyoo Mini store because I'm used to shopping on AliExpress and I know their delivery times and I know who they work with and what I can expect. But this can also be found on Amazon or keepretro.com, and prices will vary a lot. Now, I paid $55 for mine and ordered it around the Christmas holidays when it was heavily discounted. Now, the device comes with a single no-brand microSD card that houses both the games and the operating system. These cards are of very low quality and they tend to fail. You can play on the Miyoo Mini Plus for weeks or even months without issues. You can save a ton of progress on your games, and one day when you try to start it up, it just won't, and that's because the card is gone. So it's recommended to get a good brand card and either create a new card entirely and put your own legally acquired ROMs, or clone the original card. In my case, I decided to create a brand new card as I wanted to put my own ROMs on it as well as a custom operating system, but more on that later in the video. Now let's take a look at some size comparisons of the Miyoo Mini Plus versus the other consoles I own. Here we have the Miyoo Mini Plus against the OG, the Nintendo Game Boy. And as you can see, we've gone a long way. The Miyoo Mini Plus is much smaller and much thinner. Next, we have the R36S. Now, the R36S is a Chinese clone device, and we'll talk about it in a separate video. Next, we have the PSP 1000. There isn't much to say here. They're pretty much the same size if you ask me. Next, we have a PS Vita 2000. Now the Vita is a lot thinner, but overall the Miyoo Mini is still smaller. Similar to the Vita, here it is against the TrimUI Smart Pro. Now I have the SF2000. This is again one of those Chinese retro handhelds. Here it is against the Steam Deck, where you can truly appreciate how small it is. And finally, here it is compared to an iPhone 8. Now the Miyoo Mini Plus ships with its own stock operating system designed to be user-friendly and to provide immediate access to a variety of classic games across multiple retro platforms. Now the stock OS is pretty straightforward and it emphasizes ease of use and stability. Now it's tailored for those who prefer to play right out of the box and they don't want to do any modifications or any tinkering. That being said, some users can find it a bit limited in terms of customization, in terms of the range of features available. This is where Onion OS enters. Now, Onion OS is a third-party firmware that has rapidly become a favorite thing among the Miyoo Mini Plus community. The latest version, 4.2.3, introduces a suite of new features such as an emulator for the Pico 8, Nintendo DS emulation, and enhancements to multiplayer and netplay. Now, while the stock OS is suitable for gaming looking for a simple plug-and-play experience, if you're looking to gift the Miyoo Mini Plus as a present to a kid, the stock OS is perfectly suitable for that. It's suitable for gamers looking for a simple plug-and-play experience. But Onion OS offers an unparalleled level of enhancements, making it a must-try for anyone looking to get the most out of their device. Now, the Miyoo Mini Plus shines when it comes to emulating classic games from consoles like the NES, SNES, the Game Boy Advance, and even more demanding systems like the PlayStation 1. A lot of this is being run through RetroArch, and as such, you can also earn retro achievements. You can set this up very easily through the RetroArch app. Now, I'm no retro gaming aficionado, so I can't make a good comparison on how these games run versus how they run on their original hardware years ago, but in terms of gaming experience, it's been nothing but smooth sailing. I've tried over 20 systems and everything runs flawlessly. A lot of systems will even have their own overlay, making everything even more nostalgic. Another notable feature of the Miyoo Mini Plus is its support for Wi-Fi and NetPlay. Well, these features enable multiplayer gaming over the internet, allowing users to connect with others. You can also update any artwork on your ROMs directly to the device using the Wi-Fi, and as mentioned earlier, you can earn retro achievements. Now, here are some pros of the Miyoo Mini Plus. It supports a vast array of classic consoles from the NES to PlayStation 1, making it a versatile choice for retro gaming enthusiasts. Now, it's compact and portable. With the ability to install custom firmware like Onion OS, users can gain access to expanded features, better emulation performance, and a more customizable experience. This also comes with a strong and active community that provides constant updates, custom firmware options, and troubleshooting support. It's relatively inexpensive compared to other devices in its category, and it's a pretty good value for the money. Now, some of the cons of the Miyoo Mini Plus include that it's a bit of a steep learning curve. The installation and setup of custom firmware like Onion OS can be a bit daunting for beginners. The device stock operating system is somewhat limited in features and customizable options, pushing users towards custom firmware for a fuller experience. Some users might find the build quality lacking compared to more expensive devices, but I personally think it's pretty great for what it offers. The Miyoo Mini Plus is ideal for retro gaming enthusiasts, those who love retro games and seek a portable solution to play classics from a wide range of systems. It's also ideal for individuals who enjoy customizing and optimizing their devices and those who love to tinker more than they actually play on their devices. And, as I mentioned earlier, it's actually pretty great for gifts. In conclusion to my video, now, as I said in the beginning, I don't actually have much to compare this device to, and this is one of my first experiences with these retro handheld gaming devices. So this review is more of my own impressions rather than a review or comparison in terms of the actual product. In summary, what I can say is that if you're passionate about retro gaming and enjoy tinkering with tech, or simply you want a cost-effective way to jump into the world of retro games, try games that you maybe played as a kid, I think the Miyoo Mini Plus is the perfect device for you. Its combination of features, community support, and price point make it a really standout choice in the crowded field of portable gaming options that has been expanding since the last 3 years. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you sticking through the video. Leave a like and leave a comment. Are you a fan of retro gaming handhelds? Would you be interested in me making more videos about devices like this? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.